Hey guys, Father's Day here in the States is tomorrow, and if you are looking for a fantastic breakfast idea for Dad, I've got just the thing for you. It is my Mexican egg scramble on top of some hash brown waffles. Oh yes, it is as good as it sounds. Let me show you how quick and easy it is to put together. So the first thing you want to do is get your waffle iron heated up, and you do want to use a pretty high setting. On my waffle iron, it's about a 5 or a 6. Then we are going to put together our hash brown mixture. Now, what makes this really easy is to use those store-bought hash browns. You just want to use the ones that are plain, that don't have any seasoning or anything inside, because we're going to add our own seasoning. And you're going to use 2 cups of those. And then 1 cup of finely grated cheddar cheese. And this is going to create this really delicious sort of cheesy, potatoey waffle that's going to be fantastic when we put our egg scramble on top of it. And then you're also going to add half a teaspoon of salt, some freshly ground pepper to taste, and I like to use 1 teaspoon of hot sauce, but if you don't like things too spicy, you could pull that back to a half a teaspoon, or if you don't like spice at all, you could really leave it out. And then to bind these hash browns together, we're also going to add 2 eggs. Then you can just mix this all up until everything is nice and combined. Then what we're going to do is making sure that our waffle iron has been nicely greased, either with some olive oil or just plain vegetable oil. You're going to drop in about a half a cup of the hash brown mixture. And then go ahead and close the lid just like you would if you were making regular waffles. And then you want to let this cook a little bit longer than you would with a regular waffle. So I would say 4 to 5 minutes is about the perfect time. And then when you open that waffle iron, you will see you will have this delicious sort of golden brown hash brown potato, and then the cheese also sets and gets kind of crispy. It's the perfect combination of cheesiness and a little bit of spice coming from the hot sauce. And what you can do to keep them warm is transfer them to a cookie sheet and pop in the oven, about a 300-degree oven, while you prepare your eggs. So this is a breakfast that serves 6, so if you don't need to make that many, you can cut this recipe in half or quarters, but we're gonna be making enough for 6. So we do wanna crack in 10 eggs. And then to the eggs, and many of you may already know this about me, I like to add 1 tablespoon of water to scrambled eggs because it just makes them so nice and fluffy, more so than milk, I find. And then you can just whisk that up. And then in a large skillet, we're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of butter. I do like to use a lot of butter with this amount of eggs, just to make sure that those eggs are not dry and that they don't stick to the pan. And then once you pour your eggs in, you just wanna take a spatula and keeping your flame on very low. That's the secret for a really great fluffy scrambled egg. You don't want too much heat. You're just gonna wanna let it cook and gently scramble so that you get some nice fluffy egg curds. And once that's ready, then you can take your eggs off the flame, go get your little potato waffles, and then we're going to assemble. Now you could just assemble all of these on one big platter and bring it to the table, but if you were just making 1 plate for Dad, this is how I like to plate it. Take 1 of your waffles, and on top of that, you're gonna add the scrambled eggs. And then on top of that, I like to spoon over some Smokey salsa. So something that has a lot of flavor to it, I think is really great. It can just be store-bought salsa too. And then on top of that, we're gonna add some sliced avocados. And then to finish it off, a little bit of roughly chopped cilantro. And there you have it, a fantastic Mexican egg scramble on top of a hash brown waffle. Could there be anything better? It's super delicious and really great, and something just a little bit different than pancakes for Dad. Show him how special he is with a breakfast like this. You've got those crispy, spicy, cheesy waffles underneath, mixed with those soft eggs, the coolness of the avocado, that smokiness of the salsa, and of course, that little freshness of the cilantro. It is a taste sensation. I hope you guys give this one a try and let me know what you think, and I will see you back here next week for another quick and easy recipe. Until then, bye.